Alrighty. So, hey, Random Adventures Tony 2.0. What are we doing? Well, I'll tell you what. So I just got done recording a video for our Sunday nights, and it's a technical video on electronics. Like, what do I carry in my pack? What do I use for electronics? And while I was doing that, I thought, you know what? Let me show you how I edit videos. All right. So let's get going with that. And so the program I use is PowerDirector. So I don't know how this is going to go. I'm going to try to do a screen recording because I edit everything on my phone. Everything. So all the videos you see, all the camping videos, the lives, everything is done. Product reviews, everything is done on my phone. So, all right, here we go. Alrighty. So you can see, So you can see I've got my phone here. So we're going to go right into PowerDirector. So you can see all the videos I've got. Now, these aren't stored here any longer. These are videos that are already done. They're in storage. But the one that I just got done recording, I've got to make a new project for. So let's do that. So you just tap on New Project. I'm going to title it let's call this one Electronics. Done. So I'm always 16:9. Now, what your PowerDirector does is it goes and grabs everything out of your photos and videos and puts them all in one place. Well, you can see here you got Instagram. So if I did anything on Instagram, it'll be on there so that I can pull from it. So I want to go into camera. Okay, so this first one is that intro. Let me just show you that. Alrighty. So, hey, Random Adventures Tony 2.0. So that's the intro that I did for this video, but that's not the intro I am going to use for the video we're editing. So let's find that. Here we go. So I'm going to grab this one. I don't need to preview it because I already know what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that one. So then I move it over and I go up. And these are all in sequential order. Drop this one. Now that's not where that one's going to go. So you know what? Let's just looking through here a little bit. All right, yeah, let's get some more in here. Camera. So here we go. So this is the long one. So you can see right there, it gives you 10 minutes and 54 seconds. I'm going to drop that one in. Now we're going to splice that up. There's a lot of dead time in there, but go all the way back to the beginning. And this is where I go into music here on the side. Now I have a lot of favorites, but there are only two that I mainly use, which you will recognize. This one, as soon as I play it, let's scroll down. Oh, where are we at? Here we go. So that's my intro. I always do that. So I'm going to pick the plus and we're going to drop that right in. And go back. Now, because this is sideways, see how that's sideways? I'm going to go down here to the bottom left-hand corner, open that up, and I'm going to come right over to rotate. There we go. So I just want to see what it looks like this way as well. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that way. Now, I filmed it this way on the other side of the table, but what I can do is I can spin it around to that side. Okay. So now is when I listen to how much I need. That's going to be perfect length right there. It'll stop at the end. Da, 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 da. Okay, so now I want to go into music. And I want to hit volume. And this little diamond, it's not showing me where I'm tapping, but over the right-hand side, there's that little diamond. So I usually tap that, put a spot in there, and I lower this to about 30. All right. Then I just pull it over a little bit, and you see me getting ready to talk. I hit that diamond again, drop this all the way down to 0, and then go over here, open this bar back up again, and I hit cut. That where it says split, right next to volume. See how that highlighted that? Now I'm going to go and I'm going to, right above that back arrow is the trash can. I'm going to get rid of that. All right. Now I'm going to come back a little bit. Let's listen to that. Volume should drop. Alrighty, alrighty. Hey, Random Adventures here. Tony 2.0. All right. What are we doing? All right. So now I want to come back in here and I want to put in a title. So you see at the very top on the left-hand side, you got the house, the music and movie sign, and then you got a double stacked pages and then a back arrow all on the left-hand side here. That's all we're working with. We're going to hit the double stacked pages. That's what I'm calling it. So this gives you all kinds of stuff. Now I always go into not the first text. I use the second text. So I hit that, hit add. Now that I'm going to go click on it down on the bottom right-hand corner, open that bottom bar up again. Now I want to edit the text. So I'm going to hit edit text. Now mine is in here, so it's going to automatically come up, and I'm just going to tap the words and then add that to it. Okay, now I want to change the font. So right next to edit text is font. Now I always use, where is it at? It's down here a little bit, Boogliolu. I don't know what it's called. So that's mine. I want to get out of here. I want to grab this and just extend it out to about there. All right. Come on back and then hit animation. So down there on the bottom, third in from the far right, I want to click on animation. So animation in, I always let it spell out and then I increase the amount of, see how that's sliding up and down that bar. Okay, and see what it's doing to the orange figure that's got the text in it. I want to get it to right about there. And then, let's see what that looks like. So see it spelling out across there. Okay, pause. Now I want to do animation out. Now, what I always do is the very first one, which is called fade. So see how it fades out. I still got the music going, and I'm not going to tell people what it's doing. Sometimes I'll put a second title in here, but I don't think I'm going to do it. So, so that little split there between where the music is and where I start talking, the new scene, let's call it. So when I tap on that black thing, see where the line is? I just tap on that black thing. This gives me, I want to do blur. I like blur, and I usually like a longer blur. Back up. Alrighty. So that is that. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and I'm going to, cut different things, and I'm going to listen to it. I'll bring you back on when I want to show you something else. Okay, so I got to a point, and this is where I say, and it's not, And let me go in because I want to add something here. I need to add not music, but I have a pre-recorded favorite. So where is the music? Oops. Music. I have a pre-recorded favorite, so I'm going to go into the hearts. I'm going to scan down. Now I'm looking for one that's got 5 seconds, and it doesn't have a title. Oh, there you go. It says voiceover. This one right there. Mail Monday. So Mail Monday, I want to drop that in because I want to. That's on Thursday night. Drop that. And it's right not here. Mail Monday. Mail Monday because it ain't Monday. So, that is where I'm adding my voiceover. Now, I've got that stored as my favorites, so I will always have that. All right. Bring it back on in a minute. Okay, so here I'm saying, and it's not Sunday. I mean, it's Sunday, but it's not Sunday Night Live. So I want to put Sunday Night Live in here. So I'm going to go back over on the left-hand side, right below the house. We've got the music. Now we got that. I'm going to add a layer. So I am going to look for a text that I like. Stand. I like that one. Okay. So we're going to drop that right in. And I am going to put that sideways, about like that. Move that over here. Now we want to edit it. So edit text. And we're going to say Sunday Night Live. It should come up as a option. Yep, Sunday. And then I'm going to go down. Night. Down again. Now let's drop that, say this check mark over here on the right. We're just going to hit that check mark. Now you can see it kind of did that. I'm probably not going to, so I can go in here to designer and I can format and I can make it all center. Do I like that? Well, if I did that, I probably wouldn't put it on. I probably would put it like that, Sunday Night Live. Let's see what that looks like. Sunday Night Live. It is the alternate week, so I do Sunday. Okay. So I want to get that animated in, so we can animate in. How do I want to animate that? Let's say, hey, let's do this. See Sunday Night Live. Back that up a little bit. Sunday night, but it's not Sunday Night Live. And right about there, we're going to edit, and we're gonna animate out, and I'm just going to do fade. I like doing fade out. It is, and maybe want it to fade out a little longer than normal. I'm going to adjust that up to here. So watch it again. Sunday night. But it's not Sunday Night Live. Start to fade. It is there we go. All right. So, all right, I'll bring you back on. Okay, so on this, I'm saying on Sunday nights, if I'm not doing a live, a lot of times I do a product review. So I start talking about doing the debut jacket. So I want to add a layer. I want to go into my TubeBuddy where I saved the. Let's go photos. So you can see camera, all these different places, Facebook, but down here, TubeBuddy, this one. So you can see TubeBuddy. I've got the up on the top here. I just downloaded this one, and it saved it right away. So I want to go ahead and add that. All right. So then I'll just put it up in the corner. I love this one because it's got that. That perfect right over my shoulder rainbow. So that was perfect. All right. So I do want to animate that in and out. So in the very, very center at the bottom, when you see that editing platform, you'll see fade. All right. So I just fade in, which is enabled, and I fade out. All right. So let me show you what that looks like. I might have to position it yet. Debut, Jack. So get it off there.
A lot of times we'll look at a product review, like I did that debut jacket, the heated jacket on the one Sunday night. And coming up, I've got a debut.
All right. So I'm going to keep moving through this and see what comes up next. Okay, so I am getting down towards the end of this very intro. So you
on the intro. All right. So
I just want to listen to a place where to stop it. Alrighty. So right there. So right in here, I say, okay, let's get started. I want to point. I'm adjust myself, and I don't want to go all the way through and stand up so you can see what I did. All right, so I want to just point, look, point, reach down, and about there, I want to go ahead and highlight that frame. Down in the right-hand or left-hand corner, you've got the little pencil. Tap that to open it up, and I'm going to hit split, which is the very first thing, split. I want to split that into its own little thing. And then I'm going to throw it away. Then I'm going to that black where it's at, because I got two different scenes. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to put a blur on, and I'm going to extend this blur. Now, the opening scene for the next thing isn't where we want it, I don't believe. Or maybe it is. I'm not sure. Let's see where we're at for this. All right. So, coming open. All right.
So the first thing that I probably want to talk about is my battery packs. Now, I've got two of them laying here. I don't always take both of them. I used to always take this a power aid.
I think this is going to be
this
good.
One here.
I'll bring it back on
all
if I'm
the
going
time.
to change
it's
it.
10,000.
Right. Okay. So I am going to show you where I crop this because I'm not going to go all the way to the end.
And
let me play it for you here.
For charging.
Okay. So all that's wasted right there. So I want to bring it back.
For charging.
Stop. Okay. I want to split it again. Split. Throw away. Hit that black. Open that blur. Blur it out. Okay. Now I changed the camera angle. Okay, from pointing down right in front of me as a close-up. And then the rest of this is going to be coming out.
Charging.
Blur.
So I
can highlight that and grab that and just slide it. And I think right about there. All right, let's see what that looks like.
So I use this one a lot out in the field, and great product. And you can find that in the Amazon storefront, a link for that one.
Okay. So at this point, I might put my... I was going to do a screenshot and put my... but it's always down in the description. So, but I could add my storefront picture on here at that point. And if I want to do that, I'll do that third one down from the house on the left, which is a layer, and I'd add a layer down in here. But I'm not going to do that. So, all right, let me keep watching this, and I'll bring you on. Okay, so I want see I hold this up and then take it back. I want to show you just how to zoom in or crop. So to crop, I got to split this. Okay, I just hit that split. I want to go over it a little bit, and then when I bring it back to my hand, I want to split it again. So I just want this part right here to be zoomed in a little bit. I try not to crop much because when you crop it, you lose pixel. But I like this right here. So I'm just grabbing with my two fingers and I'm just moving it. All right. So I think right about there. And then I'm going to hit the triangle on the right, which is the play button.
This one here, which is an energy.
Get it off highlighted, and I'll show you what the whole thing looks like.
Since then, I actually got this one here, which is an energy QC.
Back.
This is
Okay.
a newer.
There you go. All right. So that's how you crop and zoom and things like that. So, all right. We're getting a long video here. So I'm going to try to wrap this up. Okay. Got to a spot where I transition or move the camera. So I just am going to cut that part out. But let me show you what it looks like before I cut it out and then after I edit.
Station as well. So this is.
So you can see I stopped talking. I'll grab the camera. And then I start it back up again.
The chart.
So I know I start talking right about there. So back in here. Talking. Stop. Okay, so you can see that center section is highlighted. I just zip it out. And then let's see if I got to do any
I keep
additional
this in my
editing.
charging station as well. So this is the charging station.
So I want to shorten this up right about there. Try it again.
So this is the charging station for the Olight O bulb.
I'm okay with that.
And so you've got the.
Okay, so we're coming down to the end of this video. There was really nothing new that I did. This program for PowerDirector, you can do a ton of stuff with it. Certain transitions, there's all kinds of things in here. So I like it. That's the only thing I've used since day one. But let me show you. Now, I just stuck that in there because I'm talking about that.
Tony, Hamburg, Pennsylvania. All right.
But I always do a close.
Remember, it's just one adventure.
And I'll start it right about here. Tony, remember? No, I just want to go into the music. Now, I got a favorite. It's that very first one, 1001 Nights. So, let you hear that. Let me take it down a notch volume-wise because it's always loud. So, now I know I want to get this just out there a little bit. So, I'm going to take it to about 30. Now, right where I start that, I'm going to hit the upper one and I'm going to split that because I'm putting music over top of me talking, I've got to increase the volume of me talking. So I usually take that up to 200. All right. So what I did there is I just split it with when the music starts. All right. And then let me hear what that looks like.
All right. So remember, it's just one adventure at a time. Tony 2.0 out. All right. We'll see ya.
Down, boom. So I'm going to get rid of it right when I look down. And pause. Back it up. Now I'm going to cut that. Cut. Throw away. Now, I always do some different things here. Like I'm going to put my buy me a coffee. So I'm just going to add that text to this. So I'm going to do a layer. And I like this frog one. Frog. That. Extend it out a little bit. So it's on there for a little bit while it's playing music. And then I change the text. Okay. Edit text. And I'm going to hit buy me a coffee.com / now this is my buy me a coffee, and then I'm going to go back into RA 2.0. All right, so that's me. So that's that, and I always got to shrink it down after I do that. All right. There, centered. Okay, now I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to add share. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go in here. Now you've got all these different things, but I'm going to go into stickers. All right. And I'm going to go into social media. So I like let's do, no, you know what? Let's go up to text and social media on this one. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to give, I want people to share it. I want people to go back in there. I want people to social media, share it, heart it. And I want people to like. So go back in there, social media, and do a like. Add that. All right. Now, see how they're all stacked up on one another? I want them to do a like first. I'll shrink that. Now, I get it up pretty high. I want people to heart it and then share it. Shrink that. Share. Up. Heart. Shrink it. Put that in there. And then I'll make them all about the same length. So share. Heart. And I want them to like. We're going to end them all at the same time. All right. And then let's come down here, and I got to end this music, cut it, delete it. All righty. So let me hit music. I want to do volume. That little diamond, bring it down to about 30. Then out here, and then drop it down to 0. All right. So let's see what that looks like with the music. All right.
Remember, it's just one adventure at a time.
One adventure
Tony
at a time.
2.0
Out.
out. All right. We'll see ya.
All right. Now it'll go to black. And then buy me a coffee's right there. Then we got share, we got heart, and we got like it. And then it'll play for a little bit. And then it'll all go away and the music will stop. End of video. All right. So there we go. Oh, why is it still playing? Oh, that's because that is too long. So I'll shorten that up. Boom. They all end at the same time. Okay. Well, hey. Alrighty. So there you have it. That's how I basically edit all my videos. Now it does a whole lot more functions than what I showed you. I would encourage you. I think it is a free app. If you don't mind the watermark, download it, play around with it, get used to it. And then when you're ready to go, use it all the time, then pay the $37. I think it is $37 annually. And then go from there. All right. So, hey, remember, you saw me edit this, but remember it says one adventure at a time. Tony 2.0, score the music. Out. All right. We'll see you on the next random adventure. All righty. See ya.